What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Keno Brown, and it's another great day to be great. Listen, I hear y'all in the comment section, in my inbox. I hear y'all want more. Y'all want more. Y'all want more of this. I have to answer the call. I gotta give y'all more, but I be asking myself, I give y'all everything I got, all I got. What more do you want from me? Oh! Tyrese. LOL. But it's another backtesting session. Let's get it. Round of applause. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all say I do such a great job with the backtesting sessions. I just got to give you guys game. I love y'all. I love y'all. I gotta give you game. Come on. Don't hold it against me. Let's just get right into it. Let's go. Okay. Let's get into the backtesting session. We're going to start with the week that just passed. The previous week, which is from the 13th to the 17th of January. That's January 13th to the 17th, 2025. Listen, we're going to do this every week for y'all. Every week, I'm going to bring you guys sauce. This helps me, and it helps you. So, I got to give you game. I got to give you game because I love you. Amen. Let's get into it. So, on the 13th, which is a Monday, did we have any fundamentals on the 13th? I just want to keep track of what's happening. You feel me? I want to make sure I'm not missing anything fundamentally. If anything happened fundamentally, I don't want to miss it. So there was nothing on Monday. We had PPI on Tuesday, CPI on Wednesday, Thursday, core retail sales, building permits on Friday. So the biggest probably day that we would have to worry about is Wednesday. Let's get right into it now. So, Monday there was no fundamentals. I always check fundamentals first. I just want to know when fundamentals come out. Honestly, I don't know I can't say like fundamentally I know what I'm talking about because I don't. I just want to know when the new data is being released. There's some fundamentals that I stay away from, like CPI, PPI, FOMC, NFP, Powell speaking. That's the main five. But I just want to know when the news events is going to happen, not really what is going to happen in the news event, because I actually don't know that part. So this is how the charts look like when I came in on the day. As you guys know, if you don't know, if you're new here, I always start on the 1 hour charts. Why? Because I do a top-down analysis where I want to pinpoint structure first from the higher time frame, then I make my way down to the 15-minute time frame, then I make my way down to the 1 minute time frame to look for the entry. So, what is the higher time frame structure? So what is structure? Structure is higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, lower lows. So higher highs and higher lows, uptrend. Lower highs, lower lows, downtrend. Let me draw it out for you. So right now we can see we're in a downtrend. How do we know we're in a downtrend? Because we had this high, then we had this low. Then we created a new higher low. Then we created a new lower low. Then we created a new higher low. Then we created a new lower low. Then we created a new higher low. Then we created a new lower low. Then we created a new higher low. Then we created a new lower low. You getting it? Are you getting it? Keep up with me, bro. Keep up. Stay with me. So, now that I marked off my structure, I want to pinpoint my areas of interest. What are my areas of interest? Basically, you see all of these structure points right here, right here, right here. These are all of my areas of interest. Why? Because I can see that's when price decided it came up here. So you can see the sellers took it down here. The buyers were down here. They bought it back up here. Sellers met them back with force and brought price down again. You could see the buyers try to jump in. They couldn't take over. The sellers took over again. The buyers came back in. The sellers took over again, took it all the way down here. The buyers stepped back in, tried to bring it higher. Nope. The sellers took back over, brought it down. So it's just a continuous fight between the buyers and the sellers. That's all it really ever is. There's only two players in the market. It's a buyer or a seller. You can't be anything else besides a buyer or a seller in the markets. That's it. You only get two choices. You could sit on the sidelines, but once you get in the markets, you're a buyer or a seller. That's it. That's your only two options. So, how do we know who's winning, right? From my areas of interest. Let me get these things off. So how do I draw my areas of interest, right? Based on the structure I just showed you guys, I want to mark off the wicks of price, the highest point or the lowest point, but we're going to talk about the highest points and the lowest points of structure. You feel me right here before price makes the move in the continuation of the structure, the downtrend. So up here, it's pretty tiny structure wick up here. I'm gonna just make that purple because it's a 1 hour. I like to make my 1 hour charts purple, and I like to make my 15-minute charts orange. So I'm gonna just draw them out real quick so you guys can see. Got this area right here. I can draw that more precisely. This area down here. We got another one down there. Right here. Yes. And I would say this right here. So, what do these areas of interest signify? Why do I just draw the wicks of these areas of interest? I draw the wicks of these areas of interest because we can see that price in this structure, you can see when it pushed down, buyers were met, the sellers were met with buyers down here. And the buyers had a little bit of strength. But when price came back up, who stepped back in? The sellers. You could see sellers on this last bullish candle took price all the way up here. But what happened here? It couldn't go no higher. There was not enough buyers for price to go any higher, right? The sellers were there. This area right here at the top of the wick, let me zoom in for you. This area right here at the top of the wick is where sellers started to take back over. The sellers were all up in this area and price couldn't go no higher. How do we know price couldn't go no higher? Because it made a new lower low. It made a new low. It went this low that it created was lower than this low. This was the low. You remember? It came down here, price pushed down, created a low, created a higher low, then created a lower low, lower than this low. You see, you getting terminology now? So the sellers were up here and drove price down. Once price came up here, this is where the sellers were. So they drove price down to down here. Then the buyers, you could see the buyers was all up in here. They was like, we want to take back over again. We got enough strength. There's enough of us to take price back up again. So they came back here again. What happened here? The sellers took over again. The sellers took over of of price. How do we know that the sellers took over? You can see the last two candles up here, exhausted. Why? Buyers pushed it up, couldn't go any higher. Pushed it up, couldn't go any higher, and then dropped. And then it just dropped off from there. And it created a new lower low. How do we know it's a lower low? Because it's lower than this low. Remember, it created this low, created a new higher low, then it created a new lower low. So this low right here is lower than this low. So that's how we know the sellers took over up here because it forced price to go even lower than where price was before. So it created a new lower low. Hopefully you understand the terminology here. So I explained that. I just beat it dead. It's dead. Hopefully you get the terminology, but I just beat it dried it up. So now from here, I want to drop down to the 15-minute time frame and do the exact same thing I did on the 1 hour time frame. Exact same thing. I want to identify structure. Okay, where's structure for me? Boom. Let me identify structure with you guys on the 15-minute time frame. So we had a high up here. Then we created a low. Boom. Then we created a new high. Boom. Then we created a new low. Boom. Then we created a new high. Boom. Then we created a new low. Boom. Then you can see up here some foolishness, broke structure, whatever. But all of this is structure. This is structure, right? I'm not gonna draw this area structure right here because it's already drawn out from the 1 hour time frame. So I don't need to draw it again. It's already mapped out. You feel me? So we're gonna do the same thing on the 15-minute time frame. Make it orange. I'm not gonna draw this structure point either because we could see that it's already covered by the 1 hour time frame. And we have this low down here. Do we need to draw this low? No, because it came up here and started breaking structure. So right here is really undefined because price can do one of two things. It can go lower or it can create structure and go higher. So right here we're kind of undecided in this point. So I'm not even going to draw I'm not going to draw structure down here because it hasn't identified that it created a new lower low or a new higher high. We don't actually know where the trend is going because it's kind of breaking trend right now. So I'm just going to leave it to figure it out. Let it figure out itself. But for right now, this is all I want to, this is all I see as far as areas of interest, price points that I would like to pay attention to going into 9:30. So let's drop down to the 1 minute time frame. All right, from the 1 minute time frame, the fight starts at 9:30. When does the fight start? 9:30. I don't usually take trades before 9:30. I'm not even gonna say I don't usually. I don't. I used to probably a couple months ago. I used to take trades before 9:30, but I seen because through my back testing and through my journaling, I seen my best trade setups happen after 9:30. So I just sort of stick around, stay with the edge that I have in the market. So from here, what am I looking for? I'm looking for 9:30 this to happen first. So let's fast forward to 9:30. Then I'm looking for one of my areas of interest to get tapped into. Come on, 9:30. That was 9:29. 9:30. So this is the 9:30 candle right here. From this 9:30 candle, what do I want to see? I can already see that we're making structure downside, but also on the 15-minute time frame, what do I see? I see that structure is being broken right here. So it looks like it's kind of changing its direction here. But when you drop down to the 1 minute time frame, it looks like it could go back down. So I'm going to show you how I got fried on this trade because I also do remember this trade. What do I look for to take an entry on the trade? So this is the last bullish candle going into structure. Although if we see from the higher time frame, it is bearish on the 1 hour charts. On the 15-minute charts, it's kind of iffy. It's like in between because it's kind of breaking structure. And then on the 1 minute chart, it is fully bearish. At least it looks bearish right now. From this bullish run, then we're starting to break structure back to the downside. It looks bearish. So this is the last bullish candle going back up into structure in this area of interest. What am I looking for? I'm looking for price to break lower than the open of this candle. What does the open of this candle signify? Well, it just signified this is the last bullish candle, right? It opened down here. It probably went down here. Like the sellers try to take over, but the buyers are too strong. They took it back up. Then it closed up here. So this is the last bullish candle. So what am I waiting for? What am I waiting for to see from price? I'm waiting for price to drop down, close underneath this area, this open of this candle, retest it, and then we'll take a lower. But as you guys seen, I did go to the 15-minute time frame. I got cooked on this trade setup. I don't think I took another trade setup after this. I probably did. I don't know. I'm going to show you my journal too. Officially, I checked my journal before I started this video, so I know all of my journal entries is there. So it's going to be interesting to see what I took. And I didn't review this before I even did this video. So all of this is definitely just live. Like I'm doing this the same time I'm showing you guys the back test at the same time I'm reviewing my journal, but I'm just now doing this. I didn't get a chance to do it before. So I'm always being transparent, you know what I'm saying? Like I just want to show you guys the real of me understanding my strategy, me understanding my edge, me reviewing my journal, me reviewing my trades, and trying to sharpen my edge in the market to continue to be able to extract money from the market and continue to grow. So let's fast forward to the next candle. Ooh, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. Price kept going up. Okay, so I guess this was not the trade idea I took because it, it didn't activate. Price is going up. You can see break structure is going back up to the next structure area of interest. Ooh, that would be a trade I want to take. So I would take this trade after price comes back and retests the break of this low of this candle, of the open of this candle. Last bullish candle I tapped into the area interest. If price comes back and retest it, I'm in on the retest, taking it back down to TP2. Easy, 1 or 2. It's nothing crazy. Ooh, you can see price shot back up, stopped me out 1 minute. I remember this trade. Let me go back to my journal. Let's see, on the 13th of January. See, I said got cooked today. I was fighting the trend, risk managed, down 400. I kept the trade risk managed, down 478. Cool off the trades, 2 trades or more. So I lost in the first one. You can see this is the exact same trade that you can see on my screen on TradingView. Exact same one. That means what? I'm doing the exact same thing I do live that I do backtesting in the backtesting sessions, which means I'm actually performing or executing correctly or according to my strategy or according to my edge. So in my journal, I did get cooked twice. So let me see. Do I see the second time that I get cooked? Price goes higher. I think I probably took the close of this, tried to take it higher again, and I got cooked, which is cool. It only shows that I'm consistent with the edge that I have in the market, and I'm well risk managed. You can see I told you I only lost $478 for that day. Usually I only want to lose max $500 a day, and I split it between 2 trades. So $478 is under my max, what I want to lose per day. So risk management is key. It's pivotal. It's versatile in trading because you need to manage. We're professional risk managers. You need to manage your risk in trading. You got to know how much you want to risk, not how much you want to make. When you go into the day, how much are you willing to risk? Now, how much do you want to make? How much are you willing to risk to make something? Every day, I'm willing to risk up to $500 to make $500, $1,000. I don't know, 2,000, 3,000, whatever the market gives me that day. I'm not sure. But I know the max I'm willing to risk is $500. After $500, I'm done. My day's wrapped. I can't trade no more. I'm done. Feel me? So let's go to the next day. Jump back on the 1 hour charts, and we're gonna execute the same exact way that we did the previous times. I can see price came up here. Oh, hold on. Let me review this. You could see price came up here to this next area of interest. Once it got to that area of interest, boom, dropped down, broke structure. It retested, started dropping. But this happened around 10:47. I'm usually not around the charts at 10 after 10:30. Really 10:30, 11 o'clock, but most times it's like 10:30. So I took 2 trades that already took my max loss. I'm off the charts really. So now we back on the 1 hour charts time frame. Let's fast forward to the next day, 3, 4, 5. So this is how it looks like going into the beginning of the day. Let me see. Is there any structure that I would like to keep? I would say this right here to the left. Because we made, boom, we created a low. I want to say this is the new high that was created. This is the new lower high that was created. I want to make sure I can map that out. So when price gets back there, I am well paid attention to. I'm paying attention to the area. I want to keep this area of interest. I want to keep this area of interest. I want to keep this area of interest. What else do I want to keep? I want to get rid of this. I can get rid of this. I want to keep this. Get rid of this. This. Is there any new areas of interest that I want to mark out? Structure, we create a low. Not really. Let me drop down to the 15-minute time frame, see if there's any other structure I want to pay attention to. See, we had this low from down here, created a high, low, high, below. Not really. I don't have anything. I really don't have any other structure points that I think that are important or crucial that I want to mark out at this point. So we're gonna just drop down to the one minute time frame to wait for an entry. So Tuesday was PPI. So you could see 8:30 was PPI. We had a nice fundamental rally. Prices coming down, back to imbalance it. To balance it, I meant. Let's see, 9:30. 9:30 is when the games begin for me. 27, 20, 29, 30. Jeez, 9:30. That was 9:30 open. That was such a trash candle. Trash. Ew. I'm waiting for one of the areas of interest to get tapped into. Oh, wow. This was a garbage day, for real. I know I took a trade this day. I wonder what trade I took. Because it's already 10:36. Heck no. I took a trade this day. What trade did I take? As you can see, I told you guys, I'm doing all this live with you guys. So this transparency it's fully, I'm not hiding nothing. Oh, so there was an area of interest that I probably missed in here. But honestly, I don't see it. Oh, maybe this high, but we had this. I miscalculated this area of interest. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to miscalculate it. So I'm going to draw it out just to show you guys. So we had this low, we created a high, then we created a low, then we created a new high, then we created a new low. But you could see what happened here. Price came and broke the structure down here when it created this low. So this low is not solidified. Why? Because we don't have any area to say like it created a new higher and then boom like this. We could say a structure, or it came lower and it created a structure like that. So we don't actually know. This area is kind of indecisive. You can see candles shooting up higher, lower. It's an indecisive area. I could see where I messed up on this day. I shouldn't have through that 15-minute area of interest, because it actually wasn't an area of interest. I should have just left it. Probably would have been a no trade day, but I did take that trade and I got cooked that day. It's cool. Yeah, I did get cooked that day. Let's see. I took this setup. It was consolidating for mad long. Finally tapped me in TP1 in like 2 minutes. So I didn't get cooked. I got stopped out at TP1, but it could have been a trade that I could have avoided that day. I'm not gonna lie. So I took another trade from this area of interest. Then I probably got stopped. I got stopped out on this one. Took 8 minutes to hit this jump. Cool. Losing streak continues. As I said, this area of interest that I drew up is not actually an area of interest. I don't know why I was on that day. I was probably tweaking. It's cool. It is what it is. I'm human. But I'm showing you the honest and transparent results. So let's fast forward down. Let's go to the next day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, what happened this day? CPI. Yep. CPI happened this day. Let's see what areas of interest do I want to keep. I can get rid of all. I'm going to just clean the slate. I don't want to keep none of them. So this high point right here, I want to leave this. This right here, I want to keep this. I want to mark that out. We had a structure high right here, but it's the same structure high. Another one right here. That's all I really see right now. Do I see anything lower? We had this high, boom. I could draw out this structure low right here. But that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty much it. I don't see nothing else. Yeah, I don't see nothing else that I would like to pay attention to on the 1 hour time frame. So let's drop down to the 15-minute time frame. Let's see if there's any structure or area. Nope. Price just shot up. This was just one shot up from 9:30, just from 8:30. Boom, CPI just. There's nothing there. It's just straight bullish action, straight bullish movements. Let's see what trade I caught. I think I took a W this day. I think I did take a W this day. No, Wednesday. Wednesday was a break even day. So let's see. Wednesday was a break even day. I remember Wednesday was a break even day. This fight starts at 9:30 again. So I'm waiting for 9:30. Come on, 9:30. That looks like the 9:30 candle. And it is weak, very weak, very weak. But we can see this is the last bearish candle. Let's see if price flips. Oh, it drops again. Yeah, this is the trade I took. So I seen this one where I could have caught it right here with a tighter stop loss and I would have got TP2. But I didn't want to. I wanted to make sure that I was catching the candle that would probably be the highest probability to show me that price is fully in reversal. But the reality is, once the candle looks like this, you could see a big bullish candle after the last bearish candle, and it looks like this. Most likely, it's gone. Most likely, it's gone. Price is going up. So I didn't catch the lower. I should have caught it down here. I did put that in my journal. Should have caught it down here, but I caught it up here, which it resulted in a break-even day. So you can see TP1 gets hit. TP1 gets hit, and then it comes back and it stops me out break even. So I have my break even right here. Like, it stopped me out like this. It's tragic. It's tragic how tight the stop loss. Tight it was, that how it stopped me out, but it's a part of the game. I can't lie to y'all. It's a part of the game. And even if I didn't do that, even if I didn't get stopped out here, I would have got stopped out here. They still wouldn't have hit TP, but it would have hit TP if I had my entry here. TP2 would have been got hit. TP2 would have got hit the first time around, which would have took from 9:36 to 9:48, so about 12 minutes it would have took to get TP2. It is what it is. As I said, I'm gonna show you guys in the journal. No cap in my rep. I be trying to tell you, man. I journal every single day. And you see, this is the exact same trade I took. Got stopped out, break even. Listen, I don't be lying to y'all, bro. I don't be lying to y'all. There's no reason for me to lie. No reason. There's none. I choose to tell the truth and be honest. As I said, I wrote this in the journal as well. This would have been a tighter trade I could have caught. TP2 would have been hit. As I said, let me zoom in. You can see entry was down here. TP2 would have been hit in 12 minutes. No cap in my rap. I hope you guys see, like, listen, I'm doing what I'm telling you guys. I'm doing what I'm preaching. So this was journaled already. This was today's Sunday. This was from Wednesday. I've been journaled this. I didn't just now do it. Let's go back to the 1 hour time frame and do it again. I think I was one and done. Took that break even. I was one and done. Most days I'm one and done. I'm not gonna lie to you. Most days I'm one and done. Especially if the day's going trash, I'm one and done. I ain't even gonna play around with it. Let's go to the next day. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what do I want to keep? What areas of interest do I want to keep? I don't want to keep that. I want to keep this down here, this up here. I could see structure here. I could see boom, price came from down here. We had a structure high, low, high. High is like up here. So I'll probably draw this structure right here. And this area of interest right here. Plus price didn't break it yet. It didn't go lower than the structure low. So it's definitely still in play. Let's drop down to the 15-minute time frame. Let's see if there's anything else. Yep, you can see all that structure, that juicy structure. Let me show you guys. So we're going to start from the high right here. Boom. Create a low. Boom. Create a high. Boom. Create a new low. Boom. I'm gonna probably draw the structure right here. Make this orange as usual. You guys know what's up. Make this area of interest orange as well. Just to draw my 15-minute areas of interest. That's all I see for right now. That's all the areas of interest that I want to pay attention to, that I think matters and counts or whatever. And whatever. Let me bring my screen back down here. So let me zoom in. Let's fast forward till 9:30. Let's see the 9:30 candle. 9:32. Okay. It's in the area of interest right here. We had price come back down here. Oh yeah, I remember this day. Price came back down here. I took this trade. So this was the trade. Boom. Stop loss up here. Entry right here. Price came back, turned me in, stopped me on seconds. It wasn't even a minute, seconds. I was like, cool. That's cool. We chilling. We're gonna wait for the next area of interest. Right? So I took a quick loss on this one. I think I lost, I don't even remember the price amount, but I know I walked away with like $300 that day. So it didn't matter to me. We're gonna get to the next area of interest. Price, when price got up here, this was the next trade idea that I was looking for. Boom. Entry down here. Once price gets below this, obviously once it closed below here, boom, retest, take it down. That's the exact trade I took. I remember this trade because I made a breakdown on it. So I do a whole bunch of different stuff. I record all of my trading sessions. I make breakdowns. I do these back testing sessions. I journal. I do a whole bunch of stuff that makes me remember almost every trade that I take, and I get to review it, and I get to show you guys me reviewing it. It's like a continuous loop of just me trying to elevate myself and keep getting better and just learning from my mistakes and showing you guys my mistakes as well, so you could probably learn from you. They always say a fool learns his own mistakes. A wise man learns from other people's mistakes. So be a wise man or a wise woman or just a wise person and learn from my mistakes. So I think I entered, yep, right here. You can see that price broke below. I'm waiting for the retest. Boom, we got the retest. We got the retest at 4:30 on 9:30:41. Price dropped. After 9:41, price dropped. TP1 in like 2 minutes, 9:43, and then price dropped, and then boom, we got TP2 by 9:53. So that was about 12 minutes for TP2 to get hit. Solid day. I lost the first trade in seconds, but then I won the second trade in almost like 12 minutes. You know, you win some, lose some. You can't win them all. It is what it is. As again, no cap in my rep. I'm going to show you guys the exact trade idea I took. Look. Remember, told you, lost in this first one. Boom, stopped me out 1 minute. Then what? I entered on this second one, TP2. No cap in my rap. Listen, no cap. Never no cap in my rap. Let me show you. So this is the more illustration. This is the better one for the second trade I took, TP2. Left in my journal. This was the first trade I took, risking 225. So it was an accident though. It's fine. Followed my rules. My risk managed properly. Took the second trade. Second trade took. I was gunning for sells, but a bit hesitant. Seeing a 15-minute time frame. Look heavy wick. Also, what I look for, I have two screens open. So usually I'm on my 1 minute, and then I have my 15-minute open on the side right here. Then as the candle's developing, you can see like on the 15-minute time frame, price will shoot up, and then it'll leave a wick. What does that wick signifies? It signifies the sellers stepping in and beating the buyers. Especially when price get into the area of interest, then it start wicking, and you can see the wick from the 15-minute. You know you're looking for your entry on a 1 minute. Those line up. Pull the trigger, bro. Pull the trigger. As I said, I seen a 15-minute time frame and I seen a heavy wick. I felt so confident. It took 4 minutes for TP1. It says 15 minutes. It really took 12 minutes for TB2. I was patient, can't lie. Emotions was going, but I allowed it to hit my TB2. Trade was a W, as usual, because I'm a disciplined trader. No cap in my rep. As I said, I'm not lying to y'all for what? What am I gonna lie to y'all for? For what? For what? I see the comments. I see the comments in my comment section and be like, "Oh, you guys are frauds. You guys are scammers." I mean, sure. I guess scammers do this. They show you guys everything. Sure, whatever. Anyway, let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Let's do the same thing for Friday. What was on Friday? Building permits. Ain't nothing. I think Friday was a break even day for me. It took forever. Oh my god, Friday was such an annoying day, bro. It was one of the slowest day out of the whole week. 3, 4, 5. What do I want to keep? I want to keep this area of inches down here. I'm gonna get rid of these 15. I usually always get rid of 15-minute area inches because they don't really mean nothing after that day. Really, usually always gets obliterated. But the 1 hour time frames, the 1 hour areas of inches, they be holding up. They can carry into the next day, but the 15 minutes usually never can carry into the next day. I want to mark this out on the 1 hour. You can see these highs right here. About there. Let's make this purple. Yep. Boom. Boom. That's about it for the 1 hour time frame. All the rest of the areas of inches was just carried over. I don't see anything on the 15-minute. You can see is this is just straight accordion. What do you call that? Accordion, where it's just back and forth, just stupid price move. Look at that, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So there ain't really no structure within this thing right here. So there's no structure on the 15-minute time frame that I would like to mark out. So we're just gonna keep rolling the clips, rolling on a river. So we're gonna fast forward to 9:30 when the fight starts. But when the fight starts, ain't really nothing happened on this Friday. I remember it was such a dry Friday. Oh my god. So 9:29, 9:30. 9:30 candle was trash. I was waiting, kept waiting. Boom, we finally hit that area of inches. What I was waiting for, price to come back down, break the lows. This low right here. Then I would have took it, TP2, got in. You could see I tapped in right here. Boom, price came back, tapped me in. It looked like I was gonna get stopped out. Didn't get stopped out. Wait, whoa, was that the trade idea I took? No. As I said, guys, I don't be capping you. It looks like the trade idea I took, but it's not. What did I take? You know what? Let me finish it first, and then I'll go back to the journal so you guys can actually see if I was capping. I think maybe I didn't draw this 1 hour area of inches to the very fine detail like I should, like I expect myself to. Sometimes I get lazy. Especially when I do this crap every single day. It's not crap. Let me not say that. I do this thing every single day. Let's go back. Yeah, it didn't. You could see now that I drew out the area of inches. This is why it's so. You have to be precise with the area of inches. You have to mark off the exact bottom of the wick and the exact top of the wick. You gotta be precise. You can see price came super close to hitting it. I'm zoomed all the way in so you could see. Came super close. Wasn't the trade idea I took, but I'm gonna show you guys the trade idea I took. It looked like it was, but it wasn't. And again, I said I journaled it from Friday. Today's Sunday, so no cap in my rap. Anyway, what trade idea what I took? Taken. This was it. Yep, that was it. Price came up here. I would have took price right here once it broke the low of the highest of the last bullish candle that went into the area of interest. And then I'm waiting for the retest. Got the retest. Price started dropping. It started playing around, playing around. Look how close it went to my TP1. Kissed it. It's like, psych. Played around, Bro, it took 20, 29 minutes, almost 30 minutes for me to get TP1. And then look, once I got TP1, look, TP1 hit at 9 and 10:26. Look at this. TP1 hit 10:26, 10:27, 10:28. Stopped out break even. So I waited 30 minutes to get tapped into this trade, to be tapped out break even in 2 minutes, in like a minute and a half, bro. It was Friday was disgusting, bro. I'm gonna show you guys. As I said, no cap in my rap. You know, as usual, same trade idea I told you guys. Look, that's the entry, that's the exit, break even day. No cap in the rap. That's my little journal. This is what I was talking to myself. I really do what I tell you guys I'm doing. I'm not just preaching and not living the life that I'm preaching you guys. I'm telling you guys everything that I'm doing. I'm super honest and I'm super transparent. I live by the words that I preach. And I preach discipline. I preach consistency. I preach risk management. I preach following your rules. Staying disciplined. So, yeah, that's my video, you guys. Love y'all. Till next time. Peace.